So, excuse me, my takeaways and connections to this course and just my role as a teacher. I don't know. Overall, this semester it's taught me a lot about myself, about my community, my work ethic, and just my overall privilege I have. From the first day of class, I was excited to have a sense of normalcy back in my life and just to be back on campus after dealing with the full summer and the full half a year of COVID. I was excited to just get back into the swing of things and continue on with my education. And right away, we picked our topics for our current events. And I was really excited to dig into the world that is the LGBTQ community. And even through our developmental timelines, I really got the chance to take a trip down memory lane and share a side of me that I haven't really talked about in a while. It's always, nowadays, whenever I talk to people, it's always, oh, how's college? What are you learning about? Like, what are you going to do with your major when you're out of college, when you graduate? What are your plans for the future? Like, it's never like, oh, what's your favorite memory from when you were a kid? Like, it was really refreshing to just have that conversation with myself again. I also really enjoyed all of the split pages that we did. They were always either just super informational or just very inspirational. They always left me thinking about them and just kind of wanting to learn more. As we discussed the importance of communities and how they affect a child, it made me reflect on my own community. And at times I realized that without the community and school district I grew up in, I would never be who I am today. I have just gone through so many different situations, and there have always been people in my corner ready to back me up at any moment's time. They were always just there for me, no matter what. Again, like I said earlier, throughout the semester, I learned a lot about my work ethic. Long story short, I am not very good at online school, and I procrastinate a lot, as we can tell by the time I'm submitting this assignment. Obviously, I already knew these things prior to COVID, but since COVID, they've become more apparent. But I'm working on it. And I also became very passionate about sign language, and I started teaching myself in hopes to one day master it and maybe teach at a school with deaf students, but that's still up in the air. Excuse me. And finally, I learned the most about my privilege this semester. I've always been aware that my life and overall circumstances were better than others, but I've never really labeled it as privilege, if that makes sense. But after this semester, and just this year as a whole, just this summer and everything that's been happening, I now know, and I've learned so much on how to confidently advocate for people of color, and made it known that it's okay to have those uncomfortable conversations with people, because that's where change happens. That's the essential step in the right direction. You have to make those conversations happen in order to make the change happen. So I believe that's everything I have. Thank you for everything, and I hope you have a great holiday season, and I'll see you next semester. Bye.